Good day, viewers. You are welcome to this edition of Retirement Clues. We thank God for another opportunity for us to come your way again. I remain the promoter of this program, Mr. Chusudo Okonta, and the publisher of Ispen Online News Channel. Today, we have come again to deepen awareness on retirement. For our followers, today we will not be giving our usual recharge cards, but in our next program we'll make that available to you. We want to actually commend those that have been sending the inquiries, those that have been commending what you are doing. We really say thank you for the support so far. Today we want to look at a topic that is really dear to us. Though many people, when they hear about what we want to discuss today, they always have phobia. But I think it is really necessary for every human being, to plan their life. Even while you are planning, there are some things that you can plan for, and while others you leave them in the hands of God, for God to help you take care of them. Today we are looking at a topic that says, save your family from troubles right away. Save your family from troubles right away. We want to speak on having a way. That is what we want to talk on today. And before we go into the discussions, we have news items. The first news that we have here is that according to the pension transition, that's PTAD, we learned that over 250,000 pensioners are on their payroll, and that means they cater for over 250,000 retirees. Those are the people that they cater for presently, and I think they have been making effort to actually bring people that are outside that web, to bring them on the web to actually cater for them. We say kudos to PTAD for that. Then this one is not that a good one, but I think the people are making effort. We learned that retirees in Lagos State, they've been asking the state government to pay the over 30 billion unpaid benefits, that should accrue to them. And for them, according to them, some of them have retired for more than 1 year, and some of them 2 years. They've not started drawing their pension benefits. I know that Lagos State is a shining light when it comes to the payment of remittance and even payment of pension through the contributory pension scheme. I know the government has been working hard to settle the issue of accrual right, because this money has to do with the issue of accrual rights. And as a responsible government, I know that very soon this issue of accrual right will be settled, so that workers will just begin to earn their monthly pension benefit immediately they retire. Then that is just the news item we have. Then going into our discussions that says save your family from troubles right away. Indeed, some people, whenever they hear about we, they will just think that no, it's as if you just want me to die. Some people associate we writing to death, but it is not just like that. The benefits of having a we far exceed that fear, that phobia that most people have. And this is why we feel that it's necessary for us to discuss, even while we are planning our retirement. Just as I said earlier, there are some things that you plan, while others you leave them in the hands of God. While we are coming on earth here, none of us actually came with a day, say this is when I'm going to leave this planet. And since you don't know when you are going to leave this planet, and you are working today, what you are working for, let me say 70% of what we are working for is just for our beneficiaries and our families. And if you are working and you do not plan how this future will look like, because it's in the hands of God whether you will live to retire, or you even spend you earn your benefit during retirement. All is determined by God. This is not in your hand. And since it is God that determines this thing, you have to play your part and leave others for God to control. And putting a will is one of those things that we need to do in order to safeguard our families. According to experts, will writing is not that expensive. According to what we learn from experts, that at least with 45,000 naira, you can get a will, and that will really save your family from hassles, problems that are associated, with dying without a will. And this is why we are bringing this topic on board. If you are working today, you have no will, please, you need to protect that family that you are working for. Because not too long ago, a friend called me. He just said, "Choose, I know that you have more information on pension." A member of my church just passed on, and the family, they believe that the man has some money within the pension industry, and they actually need money. How can they access the money? The first question I asked my friend was, the man, are you sure that the man has a will? He said, he's not too sure. I said, it's going to be, they can get the money, but they have to pass through a very rigorous path to get the money, and that is why it is very, very important for somebody to have a will. Let's just look at why a will. Why should you have a will? Number one, having a will help you to actually identify your assets. All those properties, everything that you have, when you have a will, it will help you to identify them. You put them in a proper position so that you will know them, your family members will also know them. Secondly, having a will help you to avoid leaving your fund or assets in the hand of strangers. Presently, we got to know that even in the banks, there are a lot of funds that are just in the hands of bankers, that belongs to families, but these families cannot access this fund because their parents died without a will. And when they approach the banks will always demand that they should come up with a will for them to clear this fund. And if you don't have a will, there's no way you'll be able to claim this fund. We'll get to the means of claiming this fund, but we'll speak to that later. Then, even in the pension industry, there are a lot of funds, billions of naira, that are just there, that have not been claimed, that belongs to family, because this family could not actually provide a will. Another reason why you should have a will is that it will help you to avoid this journey we are talking about, the issue of going for letter of administration. And like we observe, each state has a way that they handle the letter of administration. There are some states that will demand 10% of the fund that you want to claim, and the way it is structured is that before they will issue you the letter of administration, you have to pay that money upfront. Imagine you have like 1 million that you want to claim, maybe from the bank, or you want to claim from the pension sector. The state will require that you pay 100,000, which is 10%. That is for a state that we know. Another state have the way that they go about it before they will issue you this letter of administration. And you need to engage a lawyer that will help you do all these things. At the time that you needed money to sort out problem, you will now be looking for money to get a lawyer, money to pay to the state for you to get a letter of administration. To avoid all these rigors, to avoid all this hassle, when you have a will, the will take care of all this. You don't need to at that point go to the probate, for them to issue you a letter of administration. Once you have a will, and when the person dies, it's just the person, the company, the trustee that help you prepare that will can help you, interpret the will, and they help you put the will before the people that need it. And the whatever you want to claim, you just have to get them. Another reason that why you need a will is that it will really help save your family from in-house fight. We have seen families that kill themselves because of properties that were left by their parents, because the parents die intestate, that they die without a will. The senior person in the family may begin to claim that I'm the senior, I have to take all this. And we have even heard of some families where they claim that women are not part of the family, we will not give them anything, and all those things will always lead to fight, leads to quarrel. But if there is a will, if the man has spelled out how his properties, or the woman has spelled out how her property should be shared among the children, it's just for them to interpret the will, and everybody will take their possession, and the family continues like that. There won't be any battle. Nobody will even hear when those things are being done. But if there is no will, that is when you now see them running to court. You see them fighting themselves. Some of them will even go fetish to make sure that they claim what their parents have left behind. The last one we want to highlight here is that we having a will help you secure your wealth. It will help you secure your wealth. The wealth that you would have put in the hand of ordinary people that didn't even know how you are suffering, the wealth will remain with the family. The wealth will remain with the family. When you have a will, it will help you secure your wealth. Your family members will know where all your asset is, as against a situation whereby there are some people, once they pass on today, people, their friends and well-wishers will begin to claim things that belong to them when they know that those people have no will. Before the family members could even come and say, oh, our father has something here, before they get there, the thing will no longer be there. Their landed properties that they bought through proxy would have been sold, and all those stuff. That is why when you have a will, it will really help you secure your wealth. All those wealth that you are working for, those things that make you wake up very early, in the morning, you return back very late in the night. You need to protect them. And one of the best way for you to secure those things is for you to put down a will. And writing a will, you shouldn't, according to expert, a will, you can write it even once you are 18 years and above. You just get a job, everything. The only thing is that as you are acquiring more weight, you begin to update them. Don't wait until the time of retirement or when you are old. I say, oh, this is the time, I've gotten everything I want. This is the time for me to put down a will. And as we said earlier, you putting down a will, you writing a will, does not mean that you want to die now. It's just a way of safeguarding your properties. We want to say thank you very much for giving us your attention today. By the grace of God, we will still come your way in the future. To contact us in case you have inquiry to make, or you want to make suggestion, there is something that you need to know, you can reach us through our numbers, which are 08054269557 and 07033253527. Our email address remains ispenonline@gmail.com. Thank you very much for giving us your attention today. By the grace of God, we will still come your way in the future. Remain